So welcome folks to this episode of The Rumble. My guest today is somebody who trains others. Normally, you just go and attend courses and then, probably sleep through half of it. But here you have a lady who actually trains you for something or the other. In this case, she concentrates on something very important. We'll find out from her. So welcome to the show, Vijaya.
Thank you.
Vijaya Saraswathy.
Yes.
That's a very unique name. It's almost like semi-religious, like you're like a Guruji. Vijaya and Saraswathy. I better take you seriously. So you are a trainer. I understood that much from you. And you train children as well as adults.
Yes.
So what is the one that you really specialize in and you'd like to?
I specialize in self-development and life mastery.
Okay.
For children, it's all about memory.
All right.
And for elders, it could be, different areas of expertise.
Okay.
Be it communication skills, be it team building.
It's not some vague Zen-like thing that you're teaching them. Zen Buddhism, self-awareness, and the Kundalini and all that kind of thing.
It is also there.
It is also there.
If you want to put it in a nutshell, I work on helping them enhance their health, wealth, and happiness.
Okay.
That's
a good objective.
And also regenerate their body, mind, soul. So whatever you speak to us, it will be on the three-dimensional concept.
Okay.
I've been working on this for the last 21 years. So it has been my bread and butter.
I mean, it's something that you stumbled upon or something that your parents put you through. How did you arrive at this very unique field?
I would say I didn't find it just like that, because I was doing a lot of things in my startup of life. For example, I started my career with first computers. Say in 1995 we were selling Windows, PowerPoint, Excel for 40,000 rupees. So I started as a counselor when I graduated from business school, business administration from GRCIBM, and I stood second for the state. And it is a government program. We had 42 subjects.
Wow.
And we had to do one internship, what you all talk about now. It is very, very easy. That time, say from 95 to 98, diploma in business administration was not even recognized.
True.
So far and
I think half the companies you go to, they'll probably kick you out and say, go away, come back later.
Yes.
You have no time.
Yes. So I did the project with HMT and First Computers.
Okay.
So what I did was with HMT was psychology of the market. It was also capital mechanism, and with First Computers I did as a counselor. So I wanted to explore.
Okay, that's a word that confuses me. This counseling. Does counseling mean actually giving advice, or are you telling them what you are offering and which is the one they should take?
What you are offering, what is there in the platter for them. It's more of sales.
Okay, all right.
Not the door-to-door service.
Yeah, I always wondered. They say Anna University held counseling. That's what? Are they all crazy guys or what? It's psycho counseling, or is it just telling them this is the right course for you to go? That's what it is.
It is the right course for you to go. Where is that you are, triggered?
Okay.
That is
what to suit you best.
Yes, that's what I started with. Then telephone was on demand. So I came into Viraj Telecom as a EPBAX person, because that time telephone was not there. Your mobiles are today. Yeah. The pages were there.
That's true.
Which has become obsolete now.
Yes.
So there was a 500 stationed EPBAX.
Oh yeah, 500 lines going out.
And if they used to ask me where this 402 goes, I know Barton Center. Where this 401 goes, I know it is with Silver Shoppe. Right. So that was more of a triggered interest to know your customers, and I loved socializing. I loved talking and all that. So I didn't realize the real potential what I had, but I was doing what I was loving. So from there I worked with CAL's information system as an education manager, selling education.
Selling education means little packages, or?
Yes, in packages. That is the time when Java, .NET, all that popped in. And mobile services came in better.
Beginning at that time.
Yes. So this 4-5 years of expertise of talking to people and convincing them gave me a kick. If somebody buys my project because of me, it used to make me really happy. Yeah. Like they buying a 2.5 lakh course.
I mean, that is serious sales. I mean, it's not like everybody can do it.
Yes. It's a phase.
Okay, by the way, let me ask you, did it help being a woman doing this job, selling?
Yes.
It is. Good. You're the first honest woman who said that. Normally they say, no, it was all my brains.
Yeah. It is good.
You have a natural flair for it. Women have a flair for selling. Okay, so you capitalize on that.
Yes, and my natural flair was also talking to people, appreciating and growing with them.
Okay.
I'm a go-getter. Whoever I see, I naturally
want to engage them in
Yes.
some conversation.
Yes. So it's amazing. So this is the time I was reflecting on what is that I can do back to the society. So I studied in a government school and I realized communication was the challenge which my college mates were facing.
True. So many are facing it.
Whatever I learned speaking, it was from the time I started initiating my job. I used to rehearse what is that I have to speak to the person who's going to come
In front of you. Yeah.
Because they will give ads and it would be somebody from the market who wants to know more about the course. So I used to rehearse day and night what is that I have to speak. What is the outline.
You mean you actually had a mirror in front of you?
Yes, I also do it now. I give auto suggestions in front of the mirror and I love myself a lot.
That's good.
And people at home, we are 17 of us in our family and we have one single common kitchen for the last 17 years. I'm married for last 17 years and I have 3 beautiful children.
Okay.
So my husband keeps telling me, you still consider yourself to be the heroine and you keep, looking at the mirror and keep giving affirmations and all that. I love class. That was right from the beginning. So when I realized this is what my college is, not having. So I joined as a lecturer with them, with GRC IBM, the college where I studied. I taught communication, effective communication. This is really where I realized my passion lies in training people because a person...
you had something to tell them with your
Yes.
personal experience.
Yes.
That should work.
Of course, ours was a very, very simple course. Every subject is only a semester. So this effective communication would be in the first semester.
Oh.
And that's it. But communication is not a semester clearance.
Correct.
It is life.
It's a lifelong learning thing.
85% of your success is on how you can communicate to others. Your ideas.
True.
From receiver to the sender, the information should be on same lines.
Yes.
So I was very particular about it, and government college has 17,000 children. I'm talking about SJP. We have screen printing, we have civil engineering, we have business
Was it an
administration.
all-women's college?
Yes. No.
No.
It was co-ed, and all had this common effective communication subject.
All right.
So
Which is probably most ineffective because they didn't have enough time to really teach.
It's 4 months. So
Okay.
what I said is no pen, no paper in my class. Communication is all that we are going to speak. Your notes, whatever you want, I will give it to you as a photocopy, which you have to write it and submit it to me at the end of the semester.
Okay.
All that you are going to do is talk. I give you topics, you talk. I give you activities, you talk.
Okay.
That's it. So that really kicked in, and I was having a kick when they used to come back and talk to me in English. So like Steve Jobs said, till the time you realize your passion, please don't settle. I did not settle. In fact, when I was 24, 25, that is the time I really realized this is the only passion I have, to talk, to speak, but of course talk sensible.
So folks, you heard it from her. Something has to trigger you in your forward move in your career. So for her, it was the day she realized that I love to talk. I mean, most women will say that I love to talk, but talk effectively. That is what's critical. So when we come back, we'll find out how did she get into it and how did she utilize that to make a career for herself. We'll be back. So as we broke a little while ago, you realized some critical skills that you had. And then you went on to make that a profession.
Yes.
So what exactly was that? I know you like to talk, but that is not related very much with your memory skills and ability to talk. How did all that happen?
Yes. So what I did, I was with the college, which I said, which I was doing.
Yeah.
And that is the time there was a big boom in the corporate industry. 2002, 2003, a lot of corporates came in.
Okay.
So my lecturers identified that I have done quite a long service and I could be of help for corporate time and to be polished upon more.
Okay.
So I took up as a senior consultant with Accenture. I got into corporate training. So I was there with them for a transition process called Cardinal. That was a hard process. People always tell you are calm because you have done BCom. I did my diploma in business administration. I continued BCom. I did my MCom as well.
Okay.
I stood 5th for the university, of course, with my memory skills. So, when I went to Accenture, the thing was same. You have Orange County, you have Green County, you know, the counties where we need to pay tax. It was a tax process. So I was of great help. And one of my friends told me, Vijaya, you will be happy doing what you're doing. There is an amazing opportunity coming up in Infosys as a coach. Why don't you join?
Okay.
So I grabbed the opportunity of Infosys because there the training is very good. They not only take your services, but they also train you to be the trainer again and again.
Okay.
See, it is all about practice. So I got into Infosys and I said, this is it.
This is where I want to be, and I got here.
Yes. And everyday training. College to corporate was my skill set.
Okay.
Students will come from college. I need to train them on hierarchy, you know, performance appraisal, how they need to
basically initiate them into the corporate world.
Process.
How
Induction.
do you get in? Okay.
Induction.
Okay.
Yes. 3 weeks of pre-process training, and I was thoroughly enjoying what I was doing.
So these students that come to you, let me ask you about them. Were they complete dumbos, stupid asses, or they were already there, just need that little correction?
That's it. They just needed that little correction.
So you realize that's all it takes.
I used to always have a tug of war with HR, telling that if they don't have an English skill, she will be little reluctant to take them. I would always tell them, you take on probation or whatever, on some condition basis. At the end of the day, if he doesn't clear the test, you throw him out.
Okay.
And most of them used to clear because mine is again no pen, no paper policy.
So when you talk so much about this memory retention and memory skills, how important is it to have? I mean, I know memory is important, but
I will just come here. So when I will go back, like Accenture is Monday to Friday and Infosys is also Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So I had a 5-year-old child in UKG when 2004, that is my son. So I wanted to put him in something which really came up called Abacus.
Okay.
So I wanted to introduce him to Abacus, but I understood that this is a new skill and nobody knows. How am I going to, instruct him? So I also took a Abacus training. Saturday, Sunday I was free. I wanted to spend it with my son. So I also got into it and I started training children on Abacus. Okay. At one point of time, I had 21,000 in my database. Saturday, Sunday.
21,000 people, students who have gone through your course.
You can just put Abacus and Vijaya. So many people will connect. Now they're all, big people. They've all got into engineering.
They completed the course and moved on.
Yes, they moved on, but they recognize their student. One of my students also won the Britannia Context of Mathematics. Okay. So math really inspired me. My son was also interested in that. So I took into Vedic Maths, all that courses which we call it as lifetime valuable skills. Okay. So that was the beautiful period in my life. Monday to Friday I'm teaching.
Teaching where you're happy.
Yeah, and Saturday, Sunday I'm teaching again.
You're even more happy.
And then I'm learning something because it's all about learning and unlearning and relearning. Okay. So I was happy. I couldn't contain what I was. Suddenly the recession dawned. Toop, it came in. And they gave me a letter telling that your salary is slashed by 40%. Okay. Because they don't have any recruitment. And what will I do? See, I was enjoying what I was doing, and now they say you sit in a bench. There is something called as bench where that means you're on the rolls.
You're waiting.
Yep, you're waiting. And what will I do waiting? I will go mad if I don't talk to people. So I said I will take a sabbatical. I took a sabbatical and I started Godwin Academy, where I started teaching about.
Was it a winning of the word God and win? How did you arrive at? Or is it a full form acronym for something?
The love of my life, my husband, has something called as Godwin Garage. He's more into technicals. Okay. He is a racer, biker, and
all right.
He can connect technically a lot. His garage is known as Godwin Garage. So what I did, I told him yours will be Godwin Garage, mine will be Godwin Academy. All that you have to do is move the scrap and give me place. Okay. So initially he gave me a 200 square feet space.
Inside the garage?
Yeah, inside the garage. Then we moved his scrap. Then we pulled his phone. Then we
pulled
his benches.
Like women, eventually you took over the entire thing.
Yeah, then we took over the first floor, now the second floor.
Okay.
And I also have a branch and all that. That's a story later on.
Okay.
So it immediately clicked because parents saw that results. When they come to my class, students will be able to go and tell 50 chronological words without even a pen or a paper. I will give them a set of
Okay,
words.
I know I'm not your student, but what's the secret behind this? There is obviously some technique.
There is a technique. See, I come here by car, I reach in 5 minutes. I don't know the place, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But if I have to walk, it will take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the same theory. I am trained under Grolier International System. It's a system of books which is there in 250 countries. There is a methodology called guided imagery.
Okay.
See, we are all like this. If I tell you a story, you'll be interested. Yeah, the story is very catchy.
Okay.
If it is a story, you remember the path. For example, I tell my students, close your eyes. You be in alpha state of mind. I tell them, imagine a big tree. Okay, and imagine lot of buckets hanging around. One bucket fell on the desk which you are sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the desk broke.
Yes.
Yeah, so you are calling your papa to tell the desk broke.
Okay.
You understand the phone is not working. The phone is also broke. So you want to have water. So you are trying to have water. Instead of water, wood is coming up.
Okay.
So when you are trying to gobble wood, pencil is coming out from your right
Okay.
ear. Paper is coming out from your left ear. And that paper is being laid on the road, which leads to a shop.
Okay.
So in my book, what I have, what is that the first one you saw? I asked the children. So what do they say? What is that you visualize first? So they say tree. What fell on the desk? Bucket. Where was
So
the
sort of
desk?
linking it all down.
So they link and they get it. So once they get it, they know the sequence.
Okay.
So when the parents ask, even if you ask which is the shop, they will know that is 10th. Because they can really calculate. The first was tree and the second was bucket and the desk and each of my classes of story. No pen, no paper.
Okay.
So they get imagination. That is only one technique which I am sharing with you. I have 30 techniques which I do. Graphical visualization, multiple intelligence, mnemonics, habits of mind, exploring English language, all that energy boosters, pit stops. My class, it will be like you send the child to the class and they're not sitting on the desk. No, they don't sit
And
at
they don't
all.
want to go home after class is over either.
Yeah, the
They're having-
challenge is sending them.
And they're having fun also.
Yes.
See, this is quite amazing in the sense that, you can learn through a variety of methods. In the old days, the simplest thing was they'll give you one round slap on your face or take a stick and whack you. But now there are better ways, auto-suggestions, this, that and the other. More things to be talked to her when we come back. So, when did the awareness come that, okay, now I'm ripe to start some business or exploit it and make some money? I forget about making money. I can now utilize all my skills to either help somebody and in the process, probably make some money.
Yeah.
So, when did that realization come and what did you do about it?
Immediately when I stopped going to Infosys, I had a kind of glitch that what will happen that 40,000 if it stops suddenly.
Yes.
So I took sabbatical. I was okay with that 40% cut and recession, whatever is coming. I wanted to try. So what I did first, I started a Bacchus Institute where children were coming in because I had a very good positive word of mouth which was running in. So I wanted to encash upon Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, my business is running, but the place is vacant on the other days.
Weekdays, yeah.
Yeah. So I started Montessori training, Montessori school, where around 40 children.
So you were
started
teaching
coming.
other youngsters how to handle children?
Handle children. Yeah. Okay. Train the trainer program. My train the trainer program are quite famous in Bangalore because it comes in times of
Okay, just
India.
for the heck of it, what do you charge?
25,000.
And how long does that course last?
6 weeks.
And it's like more or less
Weekends.
sure that they'll get employed after that?
Yes, because I'm associated with ICPM, Indian Council for Professional Education Mission.
Okay.
So we give freelance trainers jobs. So they can, see, it doesn't come. I have done public speaking for such a long time and that is how I'm a public speaker. It's all about practice. So we give them platform to practice. It will not be that amazing money, but then they get chance.
Yeah, I think that one thing you said is very critical, that even a Montessori teacher needs to go and practice somewhere before she's chucked into the deep end of the pond.
Yeah.
So that's where she gets from you.
Yes, and we induce it. See, we don't teach swimming, what is swimming, what are the types of swimming, left hand, right hand, no. We literally put them in the pool, but of course with a life jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some bigger trainer who's there to observe what she is doing. But
Okay.
they learn through mistakes. Human is a tear.
So is it such a critical job teaching children? I mean, I never thought about it in that manner. Most men don't think much about it.
It is the most passionate job.
Yes.
See, I love being with them. 0 to 6 years and 60 plus years are my expertise.
Okay.
So they are the most beautiful people to spend time with because both of them have a lot of time and they give you unconditional love.
Yeah, one has got nothing more to do in life, the other one has not started.
So one has the experience. For one, we have to induce experience, right? And this is the amazing thing which happens in my life all the time. I'm
And
very
people
happy.
have recognized this and they come to you.
Yes.
Including people like you say from DRDO and
Yes.
HAL and scientists who well-established people. Even they are
Yes.
looking for.
Yeah, we are the in-house trainers for 26 DD Air Force, where we train, again, communication skills, tailor-made. We go to an organization, we give them tailor-made courses.
What is a
Around
tailor-made course? I mean, what exactly goes on?
Yeah, 630 titles of mine has come as a publicity in papers. See, suppose there is a startup organization. They want to induce employees motivation. They say, Vijaya, we want them to be motivated that there is a brightness of future for them in this company. If I'm with you, what is that I can do? So that we do. We talk to the CEO what exactly they want. Some need communication skills. Some needs integrity. You will be shocked to know most of them wants work-life balance. They don't want the people to stay in the office after 6 o'clock.
Go home.
So yes, it is not that if you're for a long time in the office, you're more productive. It is that you don't know how to handle your efficiency, your light, your this one. So a lot of things. They give me tailor-made situations and I go and do it. I've been doing it again for from 2006, 8. Now it is 2016.
And this is something which age has got no barrier. You can keep on doing
Yes.
this.
I
as long as you
replicate
want.
my courses. 8 to 80 years is my courses. And I have 60 topics, 20 health, 20 wealth, 20 happiness. Mix and match. Whatever you want, you take it and I charge you. And I also work in the student projects. Like I really got to know that I love being with children and students, youngsters.
Okay.
The engineers and Infosys kind of a group who are, very bubbly and happy. So what I have done is, I've ensured that this is the niche which I have created for myself. I train them on handwriting, memory and lifetime skills. This is the Pakka project which I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I have created documentation, I have done everything.
So what,
which
people
is done.
come up and call you up and pay you money and say, I'll sit in your class?
Yes, they call me in-house like Wisdom International School, Nirmal International School. They do in-house in their auditorium. I also work with Igniters. It's a part of JSUS community where we 30 trainers go and train, youth. Empower youth, not on the school subjects what they have. Peer pressure, communication, motivation, team building, how they can start up a company when they are studying,
I think you are the right one to join Modi,
So
the
sweet.
PM.
You're excellent.
So that's the way. I mean, we are all looking for people who can motivate. It's all easier said than done.
That's so nice of you. Appreciation is something every soul loves. So we keep appreciating and tell them that life mastery and excellence is not only in exams. It's more that they can do
All right.
outside exams.
This little conversation with you, I know that these things exist in a kind of vague way. In the back of my head, I know there are life science trainers and all that. But I've never seen the need for it because probably I never read enough about it. But I can see why people would want to contact you or at least seek your help and all. So you could give us your mail ID so that we'll put it on the show. Put it on it so that if anybody watching this, you guys, if you're watching this, you can just go and click on that. Not click on it actually, but go and log on and then see her domain and see if you want to contact her.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you short. All that I want to say is, see, handwriting is something very important for students. Yeah, because that will be instrumental in getting marks for children because the evaluator is not looking at you. He's looking at your paper. I've been an evaluator for 8 years.
So a neat handwriting influences him.
Yes, because whatever your eyes like, your brain also likes.
Okay.
So, half the battle is won if your handwriting is good.
No wonder I got crappy marks in school. I don't care about my handwriting. Maybe my teachers hated me for
You have
that.
to think from the evaluator's point of view because
you're right.
that is monotonous.
Yeah.
When I was correcting business communication paper, 17,000 papers in a span of
You'll
a
get
month.
fed up, yeah.
Yes, and you have your sugar, your BP, your husband at home.
Yeah.
At least I'm okay.
All the
Imagine about
all
all
the
the
routine
guys who
headaches.
have wives at home.
Yeah.
No, wife's a wife, whatever. You
Yeah.
know, it is very difficult to come and concentrate and correct and have that
So
motivation.
a good
to
handwriting.
finish.
That's good reason to
Yes.
write well.
Most of the time, what I have seen in the papers I've corrected over the years is first page will be legible, second page
And then it goes into
terrible,
a scribble.
third page horrible, and all your 5 marks question come from the third page. So your marks is gone there.
Oh.
So I give development skills. That is called exam development skills. Presentation.
Specifically aimed
Yes.
at how to get,
Yeah, because that
how
is
to
not
win.
a subject in school.
That's true.
If you want me to put in Modi team, that is what I will say. First, you give them presentation skills, right? Memory. 1 year they read. They have to reproduce in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like the question you asked me, what if you forget the name, Rumble
Yeah.
or whatever? The child would have read Tipu Sultan died in the year 1799. What if the child forgets that in the paper and he comes out of the class, he gives the paper to the evaluator, comes out and remembers.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he is not sensible.
That's
But your college cutoff is 85%. That is only when you have put 1799 there.
Then you're even qualified
Yes.
for that.
That is one more challenge, memory. So I use recall method, rehearse recall method. What children usually do, they read and go and try to remember it in the exam, which doesn't never happen.
So Vijaya, we can talk for hours and days on this.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating subject. Maybe I'll take you up one more time and
Yeah,
we'll
and the
talk more
last
about.
thing is about time.
Yeah.
One more time. It reminds me of time. So I'll say that and finish it. I really love talking Rumble. But then I think this will, give a concise closure for this. Time. 3 hours, 10 questions. How much time I need to spend in each?
You got to utilize your
Yeah.
brains.
Yeah. So HMT is my course. That is the specific dynamic course which I gave. I gave it in
Stands for?
handwriting, memory, and time-saving techniques. If
So
you're-
Vijay, it's been lovely having you here and a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you go out there and train 10 million or 10 billion or
Thank you.
whatever is required.
We started our Humble thing by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. 700 students we did, and it was a huge hit. There is a craze. I want people to replicate what I'm doing. I cannot be present everywhere.
That's true.
It can be online. It can be people, like-minded people can join my organization. See, of course, there is money. It is not that it's a very big market. Parents are ready to give you whatever you want.
All right, all you guys with no jobs and cursing the government, saying काम नहीं है, नौकरी नहीं है, ये नहीं हो नहीं है. Write to her. Maybe, who knows, you will be the next
And
trainer of this
रिजल्ट अपने
country.
आप आता है. जब बच्चा आके आपको बोलता है, आपके तरफ से मुझे ये मार्क्स मिला, मेरा करेज इम्प्रूव हुआ, तो nothing like it. आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. So I will ask more and more people to come and experience what I'm experiencing. You don't have to leave your job. You can come, when you like, because that's what I did. What I ended up learning as an entertainment ended up as my life, and I'm happy, and I'm sure to know that I'll be doing it for life.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.